Okay, one of the first things I've seen online, it says coconut oil can be used for acne, anti-aging, and a sunscreen.
Coconut oil is great for your hair, but when it comes to skin, especially if you have breakouts or very dry skin, there are chances that the acne flare up, the acne is going to go up really bad.
Okay, Dr. Shravani, I had a few doubts. I see these really interesting tips on Google. So today I want to know what your take is on all this.
Go ahead, shoot.
Okay, one of the first things I've seen online, it says coconut oil can be used for acne, anti-aging, and a sunscreen as well. What do you think about this?
Coconut oil is great for your hair, but when it comes to skin, the molecule size is pretty big. It is just going to go and deposit on your skin. It doesn't enter into your skin. So, especially if you have breakouts or very dry skin, there are chances that the acne flare up, the acne is going to go up really bad. For dry skin, it might improve a little bit, but it will not give a full-blown result.
So I think with this festive season, it's a common practice. People put a lot of turmeric paste on their feet. Some like to apply it onto their faces as well. I think they like the glow. What do you think about this?
Turmeric is actually a good product. It has curcumin. It has anti-inflammatory properties. It has antibiotic properties. But a lot of times, of course, like if the patient or if the candidate is used to applying turmeric and if they're not developing rash, yes, they can still apply. But if you are someone new and if you're trying to use turmeric, you might develop a rash until and unless it is neutralized and you get a skin base to it. Otherwise, applying directly, you might land up in a rash. I wouldn't suggest it, but a turmeric shot, yeah, not a bad idea.
Doctor, another common practice I see everywhere on Instagram, Google, lemon juice for dark spots, and people swear by it. What do you think about it?
First of all, lemon is highly acidic. Applying it is more or less like applying acid onto your skin. Applying that, you can have bad skin irritation. You can land up with redness and especially if you have dry skin, you're going to have bad eczema flare up. Especially lemon, you should never try and apply directly on the skin.
But they tell you it gives you that brightness, right? Don't you think it does?
Before it gives a brightness, it is also going to give you a bad burn and then it might give a brightness, but never apply lemon onto your skin.
I hope you've all noted this. Doc, another very common thing I read, that doctors keep telling you use sunscreen 2 to 3 times a day, apply it at so time. Do we really need to do that? I think maybe once is just enough.
So sunscreen, it is a myth that you have to use only once a day. I mean, there are a lot of companies which come up and tell it will last for 8 hours and 12 hours, but it doesn't work that way because they are chemical substances and sunscreens work in a different way. The molecules go to a higher level and come back to the lower level and then, it doesn't work. So you have to reapply every 3 hours to have a proper effect. We also see this often with patients where they tell doctor, I'm using sunscreen every day and I'm still tanned. That's because they don't reapply. Reapplying sunscreen is very important, and especially if you have any skin issues related to sun, you also need to take something called as oral sunscreens.
Maybe that's a very convenient way of taking it. If I'm lazy, I'll probably pop a pill and it's going to work well. And I think a good thing would be probably keep one in a handbag, maybe one in the car. It'll just give you reminders maybe, that we have to do it at least 2 to 3 times a day.
But when you take oral sunscreen, it is also important to combine with the chemical sunscreen. This is only like an extra protection. It is not going to give you full protection.
Oh, okay. So you've got to do it all, guys. Another common thing I've seen online is you cut an onion in half, rub it onto your scalp, and they say onion juice is amazing for hair growth. What is your take on this?
I think it's rubbish. Onion juice, I don't think it actually helps in hair growth. Maybe if you have something like androgenetic alopecia, it might cause a little bit of irritation and then it might stimulate the hair follicles. But given in a rating, I would keep it at a rating of 2. I think it's of no use.
There's so many products nowadays. They have like onion seeds, all these extracts. Your take on that? Does that help?
No, maybe the other active ingredients along with onions might help, like the growth factors and all that. But onion juice per se or onion oil per se doesn't add any value.
This will really help my bathroom from smelling disgusting.